come to a state where you can quiet that monkey mind and sit still for meditation? How can a beginner start?
That's a very important question, Anki. And these days, people are really they're really confused that what to do. They want to open up a new tab. They want to open up Netflix and chill, but that's not something. They're just covering whatever is happening in their life. They're just using it as an anchor. कि हाँ मैं इसको ले लेती हूँ. Maybe I'll forget whatever is happening. But that is the time you need to sit with yourself and focus on your breathing. There are times when you are angry or when you are sad. Focus on your breathing at that time. Your breath, it really becomes shallow. So when it becomes shallow, you don't breathe in really fully. And your nerves and your tissues and your cells, they also feel कि अरे भैया मुझे तो breathing मिल नहीं रही है, so I am not able to live. And they kind of contract. And once they start contracting, that's how dis-ease come into your life.
All right.
So it is very, very important to breathe really nicely.
Okay.
So if everything is happening, बहुत ज़्यादा monkey mind चल रहा है, and you're so full of disturbances all around, you need to sit back and I just do a deep thing with me. And, I just take my hands, just rub my hands, get all my energy aligned, and ask for the highest form of energy to flow through me. And I keep my hands on my heart.
Wow.
And that's how I start breathing in. So it can be like consciously भी आप कर सकते हो. You take a deep breath in. For people who are new to meditation, you have to focus on your breath. As you breathe in, you need to expand your lungs and expand your tummy out.
Right.
Expand your belly out. That's how you're telling the breath to go inside. And once you exhale out, it has to be really soft and nice and slow. That's how when you start doing it for another 5 or 6 rounds, you really become really, really calm. और जैसे आपने बोला कि there's so many tabs open up, वो अपने आप off हो जाते हैं. And then you connect to the highest Wi-Fi, वो जो है ना ऊपर वाला, वहाँ पे then you get your questions.
Wow.
And Nanki, as you said that you have become a great fall. I mean, it's non-negotiable. Why? Because I think you have got a taste of it.
Yes, absolutely.
है ना? And once you connect with those higher energies, you start getting downloads. And downloads in the sense you'll get answers to your questions.
It's different kind of high.
Yeah. You're kind of high. You're not having LED or something, but you are on high. You're always like, I know there's somebody there with me.
Yeah.
So I tell people it's funny, but we have antennas.
Yes.
But जो antennas है ना वो अभी मिल नहीं रहे हैं direct antennas. Yeah. So through meditation, that connection is built up.
Yeah.
Right.
And the current is passing through, and each and every part of our body and each and every cell is, it's regenerated, and you feel really calm.
Wow.
And for anybody who is new, I would say, please sit back, relax, and focus on your breathing. No matter wherever you are. If you're sitting in your bathroom also, छोड़ दो phone यार. Breath पे focus करो.
That's amazing.
That's a good one.
So I mean, safe to say, simplest way is focus on your breath, learn breath work, and try and center your heart.
Yes. The heart chakra, I talk about chakras also a lot because I work with chakras.
Yeah.
So your heart chakra is the purest form of love, wisdom and compassion.
Yeah.
And अगर आपको भी supposing किसी को heal करना है ना, just keep your hand on your heart chakra and take another hand and keep on some other person body. Maybe अगर आपका छोटा baby है और उसको बुखार है, do this practice.
Okay.
Wow.
And in some time, when you have, as a mother, you have the purest form of compassion. The best energy will pass on, and that the boy is going to heal up. I mean, your child is going to heal up. And I have done it so many times.
That is wonderful.
Yeah. So your heart chakra is, it's the purest form of connecting to your higher self.
Okay. That's again another one that we learned today.
Yeah, I mean, like, that's so insightful. I mean,
very insightful.
It's, you can say that it's so easy that we have all the tools, but we are not focusing on them.
Yeah.
Like, just connect with your heart and you can connect with your higher self.
Yes.
That's so easy, but we just overlook it and we just, we look sideways.
And there's so many distractions for us ready to
It's all in us, actually. It's all in us. We just need to connect and once we connect, only you know, I have some clients who come with to me and they say कि मुझे ना chakra healing करनी है, या मुझे there is some problem I want to do, I want to solve it. So there is no set routine for me. I don't have what you call a set of modules where I'll say कि हाँ आज का दिन हम ऐसे करेंगे. When I am connecting to my higher self, when I am meditating, I ask for the you know, the best solution for the other person. So वो जो energy आती है ना, it flows. I don't know how is it going also. Sometimes when I'm under the shower and I just say कि यार this person is coming, I really don't know what to do. So I'll get the best idea. You do this or you put this music, and it helps a lot. It really helps a lot.
Right.
And
So
that's the form of healing actually.
okay, that's beautiful. And just connect with yourself and listen to the messages. That
Yes,
you
listen
get
to
from
your
it.
messages. Listen to your messages, because your messages are the messages. They are the best messages you can ever get. But the only thing is that, like Nanki said, we need to connect to ourselves first.
Yeah.
पहले आपको disconnect करना पड़ेगा with the outer chatter.
Right.
Then only you will be able to connect to yourself.
That's wonderful.
Yeah.
I'd also, you've already mentioned that how you rub your hands and get the energy.
Yeah.
Could you also share some favorite way of yours to meditate? Something that is very easy for you to follow and which helps you, you know, stay centered in the chaos.
Yeah, sure. So whenever I leave my home, and I tell my children also, my children, they're learning from me. So because even they can't sit, like, Mama, we can't sit for 10-15 minutes and meditate. So what I tell them is that you just sit wherever you are. You're in a bus, you're on a train, or you're on a plane. Just imagine the white light, the purest form of light, entering, and it's covering me and my family. And I include everybody, whoever I know, not only my family, my friends, or my other rishtedar, or my loved ones, everybody inside that ball.
Okay.
And I ask for the blessing, and I bless the whole ball. And I put it there, and I go with the flow. That's it. So I tell my children also to do the same. I tell my daughter, she's not living here right now, she's in UK, and tell her कि तू बस घर से बाहर निकलेगी ना, और maybe you're just standing under the shower and just feel that जो पानी आ रहा है, जो भी पानी drip कर रहा है आपके ऊपर, that is actually the purest form of water, जो कि Mother Earth आपको दे रही है, is protecting you. That's it. And also imagine when you are, especially in the bathroom, when you are having a shower, just imagine the something flowing out of it, which is very heavy, and you can figure out you can imagine as it as a black smoke, and it's just draining out of your body, and you're just inhaling in the good energies.
So is it safe to say that, you know, you should declare it that any energy that does not serve me should just leave my system or my body?
Exactly. Nanki, it's the best thing is your intention.
Yeah.
When you are saying good to yourself or for somebody else, and that is for the highest good, it will happen.
Yeah.
It will happen.
Yeah.
Believe me, once you start believing in all this, you say, yeah, meri life set hai, I know the best will come to me.
Okay, Meenakshi, I have another question for you. What do you think, you know, the textbook idea of sitting cross-legged and, you know, sitting with your hands like this on your legs, sitting cross-legged, is that the only way to meditate? I mean, as I mentioned that, you know, I am really into meditation now, and I have discovered that not only sitting cross-legged, like even when I'm walking or even when I'm working out with my headphones on, I feel that is a form of meditation for me. So what do you think, Nemat? What do you think? Like, you know, we were discussing this, we were having this conversation the other day, and you mentioned something that some activities that you do that feel meditative and therapeutic for you. Like, what do you have to say about
So
that?
for me, I feel as in how we've gotten more aligned with meditation, even when I'm decorating a cake, I'm a cake artist by profession. So when I'm decorating a cake, I am in that flow, and as my hands are working, I think I just get into that energy of the entire setup or everything that I'm doing. To me, that moment feels like meditation. Like time just passes by. When I look at the clock, the time is gone, but I've been so connected with my own self at that point. So that feels meditation to me. Would it be okay to call that as a part of meditation too?
Definitely. So, you know, when you're focusing your energy anywhere, you're focusing your energy in your work, or maybe you're playing with your child, or maybe you're cooking, or even brushing your teeth. So that is also meditative. But the only thing is that you need to be there.
present.
You
in
need
the
to be
moment.
present. If I'm brushing and I'm thinking कि यार आज खाना क्या बनाना है, ओहो वो मेरे पास तो आलू ही खत्म हो गया, then that is not, I mean, I'm not focusing and that's not meditation. And you said like, you know, when you're walking and you're focusing on your walk, you know
Yeah.
कि मेरा कौन सा पैर आगे जा रहा है, कौन सा पैर पीछे है.
Yeah.
I'm really grounded. You can feel the ground. That's a part of meditation
Yeah.
where your focus is exactly there.
So basically, as you said that, you know, be present in the moment and focus on your breath.
Yes.
That's something that I usually try and do. I mean, I'm not able to do it all the time. You know, 100 tabs open in the mind again. As you said, खाने में क्या खाना है? आज, oh, am I looking okay? Am I wearing the right
Yeah.
clothes? You know, so many things keep on going on in your mind. But that is so beautiful. Just stay present in the moment and focus on your breath.
Yes, yes.
It doesn't have to be as hard as just sit on the ground, cross your
No.
legs, keep your hands out. That obviously is a very important, you know, you could say somebody who's reached that point where they're comfortable sitting doing that. But for
see,
someone who's just starting
yeah.
out, any form of activity, just being present. would be
Exactly,
meditation.
exactly. Technically, when you are meditating in the morning, especially, you need to find a safe space where you are able to sit. And they say like, you know, you have to make your backbone really strong and erect. And I think you don't fall off to sleep. That's the main reason.
Yeah.
Now, that's why you need to sit in a particular way. When you've closed your eyes and you're connecting with your inner self and you open your hands, you're connecting and you're receiving in a mode of receiving.
Oh, beautiful.
So that's the way you actually meditate. But there are other ways also. So I'm introducing another concept as Thera Art. I'm
Okay.
doing that,
Okay.
where through art we teach meditation.
Wow.
So it's not, the eyes are not closed. we're just using colors, we're using hands. So that is a part of meditation too.
Wow. As I said, that's how it feels for me when I'm
Yes.
making a cake.
Yeah, when you're baking cake, when you're
I'm
decorating.
feeling the texture of the products that
Yeah.
I'm using, and you know, when the art form really comes to life.
Yes.
So that feels meditative.
Yes,
So
yes.
there is not one size fits all, right? Any form of
Any
presence of mind is
Yeah,
meditation.
exactly.
That's
exactly.
wonderful. That is so good to know. So, continuing this conversation, I'd want you to maybe give our audience and our listeners a little tip. How can they include meditation, something which is simple and easy and practical, as a daily part of their routine and which doesn't feel so complicated?
Okay. So for a daily routine, I would say like, you know, anybody who's new should actually first join a meditation class because we all need some guru or some teacher.
Right.
Even I did that earlier.
Okay.
So it's very, very important to join a group. And then once you're able to do it, then just focus on your breath. If you're able to sit, because these days it's very, very difficult. There's always something going on your phone.
Right.
You know, your tabs are open, you have notifications, there's something or the other, and you would only find yourself, yaar, kuch baj hi nahi raha hai, ye kya ho raha hai?
Yeah, right.
You know, but then it's very, very important to join, I would say, a community where people are actually aligning together.
Okay.
And yes, focusing on your breath is very, very important. Pranayam, as they say, is a beautiful practice. It's available on YouTube. You can do many sorts of pranayama available, where I'll name a few. You know, there's a nostril breathing. There are deep breaths. When you're taking deep breaths inside, you're actually feeling the breath inside.
Okay.
So focus on breath is the main important thing. There was a time in my life when I could not focus on my breath. I'll tell you, when I was in deep anxiety state, when I used to get panic attacks, तो तब मेरा ये होता था कि मैं हमेशा ना अपने आप को ऐसे फील करती थी कि मुझे breath आ ही नहीं रहा है.
Okay.
It was like I'm just going to die.
Wow.
I would go and land to a doctor and I would say कि मैं मर रही हूँ, I'm not able to breathe, and they would say कि breathe. I was like, shut up, I'm not able to breathe, and you're telling me to breathe. And then वो एक कोई tranquilizer मुझे लगाते थे and I would go off to sleep. But today I realize that अगर मैं थोड़ा सा focus अपने breath पे उस time पे रखती, तो I would have, you know, come out very, very easily. So it's very, very important for everybody, even a small child. You see, like, you know, a small baby, when he's sleeping, the way he breathes in is actually, his belly is out, and when he breathes out, his belly is in. That's how our breath should be. But aajkal breath sabki, it's become very shallow. Stress, tensions, we're always thinking about something. We're thinking about our own looks every time. Or once we're eating, तो हम सोच रहे होंगे आज ज़्यादा खा लिया, कल ज़्यादा नहीं. every time you have to be mindful. और वो mindful हम breath के साथ रहेंगे.
That just made me take another deep breath. I've got to work on my breath.
Yeah.
But say, for example, someone does not have the time or the means to go and join some group, as you said. What is a simple practice that, someone who is at home can follow and start meditating? Someone who wants to meditate and, find that inner peace and calm. What do you suggest?
Yeah, then I would suggest then whatever your time, your wake up time is, if supposing you're waking up at 8 o'clock in the morning, try to get up at 7:30 and then just find a place for yourself where there is a lot of shanti in your house and sit with yourself. Sit with yourself with no phones and just concentrate on your breath. You're not taking in breath, you're not breathing out, you're just doing it very casual. Whatever is happening in your body, just feel it. And that half an hour would change your life. And because कई बार ऐसे होता है कि जब हम किसी एक टाइम पे उठते हैं we say like ओ यार लेट हो गए ये करना है वो करना है ऐसे करना है, so we are always like we are always running. तो वो जब आधा घंटा पहले थोड़ा सा टाइम हम अपने आप को देंगे ना, we'll settle down somewhere. And once you're focusing on ourselves, then we are able to focus the whole day also. फिर अब धीरे धीरे you start writing gratitude also, or maybe you can start journaling, start writing something, whatever you're feeling at that time. This is also very, very important. Sometimes our feelings are unheard and unseen. You can't explain everything to everybody. But once you're writing down, that's also you putting attention to universe, that I'm writing and I'm thinking this. Sometimes, I'll tell you, it's very funny. Sometimes I write something, I feel that, today is a great day. But, I think of a big red elephant and it's really big and uski tail itni choti kyun hai? And then I'll write something else. Because, that chatter will never stop. But then you have somebody to, it's very, very important to vomit it out.
Okay.
जब तक खाली नहीं होगा ना, how will you fill in the good energies?
Right. Wow. Beautiful.
Yeah, so give yourself half an hour. उसमें आप कुछ भी कर लो. You journal, you sit with yourself, you put on light music and just listen to it. If you feel like dancing, I would say dance for a while.
Wow.
These are all beautiful things to connect to yourself.
That is wonderful, and I'm sure it must be so. It is very easy to follow.
Yeah, it is
only
very, very
giving
easy.
yourself time.
Yes.
Again, we have all the tools. We just need to tap into the right one, right?
Wonderful. That was fantastic. So, Meenakshi, you also read tarot, right?
Yeah.
So, for I think a lot of listeners who must be tuning in, tarot word really fascinates everyone. And for someone who is just a beginner, could you actually explain what really tarot is? And for the people who come to you for a reading, how does tarot help them eventually?
So, Nima, tarot is basically a powerful and very spiritual. It's a psychological tool where we tap into the client's energies, and I focus. The full intention is towards their energies, and whatever is coming up, it's in the tarot. It shows up through the cards,
Right.
and the cards are made up so beautifully that I actually connect, and I'm able to tell what is happening about the current situation. So tarot is not a fortune teller or something like that.
Yeah.
It's going to tell you कि हाँ 5 साल बाद ऐसे होगा और ऐसे. It's about your current situation. It will give you a perspective, a great perspective, what is happening in your life right now, and also it will guide you. That how do you have to move forward. Supposing if you so there is a Fool card.
Okay.
The first card is the Fool card.
Yeah.
So supposing somebody is starting a business and a Fool card comes in. So the Fool card will say that, the new opportunities are open to you, but be careful.
Right.
Yeah, be careful about how you go about it. So it will never say कि हाँ भाई बड़ा ही अच्छा होगा, आप तो जो मर्जी करो, पैसे खर्च करो. No, it's always going to guide you very nicely.
Right.
And of course we take up 3-month tarot.
Okay.
For the next 3 months, whatever is happening.
Right.
And then if you wish to ask another question or if you wish to know more about it, yeah, something happened good, yeah, whatever, then you can come up again after 3 months.
In a nutshell, tarot is more like a guideline. It's an intuitive message that comes to you.
Yes, it's basically intuitive.
Okay.
It whoever the tarot reader is, like basically I connect with a higher self,
Okay.
and that's how I connect with the white light. Now, I want to mention here that the white light is the purest form of light, the purest form of energy, where we are all connected to. So I
Right.
call upon that light. The white light is the highest, purest form of light,
Mhm.
which generally connect to when I'm reading a tarot.
Mhm.
And whatever my intuition comes up, I just say it.
Right.
Could you expand a little more on what this white light is?
Yeah. So, white light is basically, see, we all have a kind of a connection, which सबने अपना कोई नाम दिया हुआ है, God or higher self or a universe.
Yeah.
So once you're connecting to your higher self,
Yeah.
वो एक हम एक visualize कर देते हैं कि
Yeah.
हाँ कि वो एक pure light है, and pure light is always white in color or like golden color,
Yeah.
है ना? So that's how when I say it's white light.
Oh,
That's how
interesting.
it is.
It's another terminology for us to take
Yeah,
away,
yeah,
right? Connect to the white light.
Yes.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
So, say I come to you for a reading, or Nevat comes to you for a reading, or anybody comes to you for a reading. What do you tune into? Like, do you read the cards? Do you just read the message behind it? Or do you read that person's energy or your energy? Like, what is the criteria that you follow while interpreting a tarot card?
Yeah. So whenever I am booked with a client, I generally do a kind of a meditation,
Okay.
which I'm where I just focus on their intentions and my intuitions.
Yeah.
So, and whenever a client is there with me, I shuffle my cards and I ask their names. Okay. So I tap into their energies
Right.
and I ask the universe to please tap into their energies and let me know whatever is coming up. So when I spread the cards and whenever I pick up a card, so whatever is coming, it's like generally true till now.
Yeah.
Whatever comes up, it's actually aligning with their energies. And if supposing if they have a problem, if they have some obstacle, then I'm able to guide them further.
So, in a nutshell, you're reading energies through cards. right?
Yes, I'm reading energies through cards. Yes,
Everything
very
is
true.
about energy, right?
Yeah.
As you said in the
Yeah.
beginning of the episode, we all are energy, and
Yeah.
energy doesn't lie. Like, you're just reading a person's energy and you're
Yes.
reading it with your intentions. So we are just all energy.
We are energy.
And it's so beautiful, Nanki. Like I've always been aligned with energy work.
Yeah.
It's never like I've done many work. So when I did tarot with somebody, I've done 2 times tarot
Okay.
with different teachers.
Yeah.
So there were other things also. There were like kind of spells, magic spells,
Yeah.
and different things. I would never align with them.
Hmm.
I was like, okay, I'm not able to do it. I'm not able to do it. It was not coming from my heart.
Yeah.
So whenever the energy work comes in, I am the first one. Like, yeah, I can do it. I can
Yeah.
do it.
As you said, it's the purest form.
It's the purest form. It's the purest form. It's how like you connect to yourself and to your higher self.
Yeah.
And we all are connected, you know.
Absolutely.
The universe, we
Beautiful.
all are
I'm
connected to each
sure.
other.
Remember the other day when we met for the
Yeah.
first time and we were like, Meenakshi, I don't know. It doesn't seem like that we are meeting for the first time.
Right.
We are connected somehow. We always connected. It's just, the timelines need to align for us
Mhm.
to meet at the right time. And here we are. Like our timelines aligned, and
Yeah,
here we are
totally.
Yes.
having this amazing conversation.
Exactly. I truly believe them. I mean, it's been a long time here now, and I am feeling like I'm at home,
Yeah.
and you three
That
are
is
like
so
doing
nice of you.
amazing, and I'm just a part of you. It's beautiful. It's
And the
beautiful.
conversation is just flowing through,
Yes,
right? We don't
yeah.
have to think before talking.
Exactly.
If our audience could just come and feel the energy of the room, they would understand that why we are saying this again and again, because the energy of the room is so high right now. It's like we all are vibrating in a way, because
Probably, as you said, we're connecting to white light together.
Yes.
Exactly. So white light is basically the highest form of energy, and wherever you are focusing on that higher self is that white light. And you
Beautiful.
name it as white light, you name it as golden light, or
Wow.
you just name it as the purest form of energy.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
That was very insightful.
Thank you.
Moving on, Meenakshi, when we were researching your work for this interview, we've seen your videos. You talk a lot about gratitude.
Yes.
Those are beautiful videos. What does gratitude actually mean? And how can someone who is not in a good place in their life at the moment, for example, some things are going south, someone is facing a relationship loss or a financial loss, in that situation a person will be very low, right? How can somebody be in a state of gratitude, especially when things are not going correct? And how can gratitude help us in our daily life?
Yeah. So, Nanki, here I would love to mention here that gratitude is the purest form of high vibrational energy.
Wow.
So, as I told you before, that we have two energies: the negative energy and the positive energy. So, anybody who comes to me who I feel that हाँ ये बहुत low feel कर रहा है, as you said कि उसको हर जगह से ही बहुत ज़्यादा नुकसान लग रहा है या relationship issues है या कुछ और चल रहा है. The first thing I tell them to pay gratitude, to write gratitude, because I know that the gratitude acts like a springboard. It just moves you up to like to the positive
Cheat code.
energies.
You can say it's a cheat code for life.
Yes, yes, it is. I'll tell you what, it happened with me. मेरा ना, I think in 2022, I had this gallbladder operation.
Okay.
So मेरा तब ना I had this stone, but मैं उसको continuously रेकी दे रही थी, and nothing was happening with me.
Yeah.
There was no pain or nothing like that. But I was just delaying it. कि okay, it'll dissolve. तो the doctor told my husband कि अगर आप operate नहीं करोगे तो this might वो burst हो जाएगा
Yeah.
gallbladder and कुछ और problem ना हो जाए. So in lieu of that, my husband was like कि चलो let's get yourself operated. I started worrying about it कि यार अब डॉक्टर ने मुझे बोल दिया वो फट जाएगा, ऐसे हो जाएगा, वैसे हो जाएगा. That time I was learning gratitude. I
Okay.
had started learning gratitude.
Okay.
So what I did was I took a notebook and a pen and I started paying gratitude to all other parts of my body other than
Wow.
my bladder.
Interesting.
That is
Yeah, I
Interesting.
kept saying that I'm so thankful for my heart. It's beating for me
Wow.
24 hours, 24/7. I started thanking my new blood, I thanking my eyes, my nose and other things. और मैं ऐसे ऐसे करती रही तो मेरा जो गॉल ब्लैडर की प्रॉब्लम थी वो तो ऑपरेट हो गया था, बट इन अ वेरी वेरी कैजुअल मैनर, और मुझे कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं आई, कोई भी प्रॉब्लम नहीं आई. अदर देन दैट the doctor told me कि हाँ आपको थोड़ी सी प्रॉब्लम आ सकती है during digestion and all, but I was just thanking my intestines.
Yeah.
I was thanking my all the digestive tracts. So what happens is once you are focusing your attention, they say that wherever your focus grows, your attention grows, the focus grows there.
Wow.
है ना? So I started focusing on the other parts of my body. And definitely वो तो साथ साथ ठीक हो गया. I came out very nicely and मुझे gratitude से बहुत ज़्यादा मेरे को high vibration energy feel होने लगी.
That's wonderful. I mean, I think that's another takeaway. As I'm saying, there's been so many takeaways. हम कितनी छोटी-छोटी चीज़ों को we take it for granted, right?
Yeah.
Our entire body is working
Exactly.
for us all the time. Rather than focusing on the trouble that we have, focus on the positives that we have, right?
Exactly. अभी I'll take another example. मुझे अभी भी ना एक problem है. I generally, whenever there is some kind of a fragrance which is going on, maybe a candle is burning, तो मुझे एक बहुत अजीब सी smell आने लग जाएगी, and I'm not able to stand it. And it's happening since 7-8 years. So one day I just thought that please, okay, I'm not going to focus there now. बिकॉज एक कलरिंग जाने के लिए भी वो जो कलर की स्मेल होती थी, मुझे ना कई बारी मास्क लगाने पड़ते थे, कभी विक्स रखनी पड़ती थी एंड ऑल सॉर्ट ऑफ थिंग्स, एंड द सलून गाय वुड से मैम आई यू ओके, आई वाज लाइक हाँ आई एम ओके. सो देन आई स्टार्टेड फोकसिंग माय अटेंशन टुवर्ड्स other parts, so other than my nose, I started focusing towards my eyes, my ears, my hair, my throat. और मैंने अभी realize किया that now I don't even feel it. It's like all good. I just feel the good energy. As you said, the room is full of energy, and I like, it gives me such a nice, it's a beautiful fragrance moving around. Yeah. So gratitude do wonders in your life.
So, Meenakshi, I'd like to ask you, how do you help your clients, or what suggestion do you have for your clients when they come to you with their troubles? And also, could you let our audience know, like a simple practice, again, something that can help them in their daily life to stay in a positive state of mind,
Yeah.
or be more grateful, or be full of gratitude?
Yeah, so firstly, whoever is coming to me, I truly believe that it's a God-sent person, and that person really needs my help. So I stay connected with that person personally. It's like a one-to-one session. It's never been a group actually.
Okay.
So the regular interaction with that person is really, really must for me and for the other person also. And secondly, I introduce the practice of gratitude. Gratitude before going off to sleep, and once the person is there with me, I take out time and I give a book and a pen and tell them to write something good about whatever is happening in their life. So I don't then tell them कि हाँ आप 10 gratefulness लिखो. Whatever is coming in your mind, just be grateful. और वो कुछ भी लिखते हैं. तो अगर आप कुछ भी start करोगे ना अपनी life में लिखना, the person will start feeling कि हाँ यार इतनी बुरी भी नहीं है life. ठीक है, ये भी है. So then I also make it a practice. I do it with my clients, and they join with me with this book. It's a beautiful book by Rhonda Byrne, The Magic. And which talks about gratitude. So this is a 28-day practice जिसमें हर दिन ही उन्होंने different exercises बताई हुई हैं regarding to your health, your money, your relationships, and a lot of abundance. So if somebody is doing this book and once we are doing it together, it really creates a lot of magic. और बहुत सारे breakthroughs भी हुए हैं.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
So again, in a nutshell, it's safe to say you got to focus on what you have and not what you don't have.
Exactly.
Just like you said, a client coming to you, you feel that it's a God-sent thing. Again, you're looking at the positive thing. You're not focusing on the client's problems, but you're focusing on that person's been sent to you, and you'll be able to pass on the message that you're going to get.
Yeah, Nemat, and there's a beautiful understanding I got very recently. Once I am prepared for something, even I am growing every day and I'm learning new things. Even I go for healing sometimes. But when I am prepared for something, the right client, the right person comes to me. Because I think the universe is, the universe knows now you're able to handle this.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it sends me the right person. So it's never like I feel that, I'm ready. I'm ready to pass it on. I just say it that way. And the right things goes away, and it's beautiful how healing goes. I just love it.
That is so insightful, Meenakshi. Thank you. That really, I'm sure a lot of people are going to resonate with this.
Yeah.
So Meenakshi, this has been such a soothing and soul enlightening conversation. We are so honored that you joined us today. And
so before we wrap up, we like to ask this question to all our guests. We see people all the time, they're chasing purpose. Everyone wants to chase purpose. What, according to you, is purpose?
Oh, this was one thing even I was chasing for. But you know what? I just would love to tell everybody, whoever is listening, that happiness is our purpose. When we were born as a child, when you see a baby, the baby is always smiling. और जब वो कभी रोता भी है ना, we tend to pick that baby and we try to soothe that baby कि नहीं ठीक है, it's okay. And what that baby needs to be happy, lots of love. So I think happiness and love should be our purpose. So whatever you're doing, you should be happy. You should be happy in everything, whatever you're doing. And as you said, Nanki, that fake it till you make it. If you're not feeling it, then just fake it that you are being happy. So कुछ भी आ जाए, कुछ भी ऐसे कोई भी कयामत आ जाए, try to be happy. And then you will reach your highest form, and that is pure love.
Beautiful.
Beautiful. Don't forget to live just chasing purpose, like live in the moment and be happy.
Yes, don't chase, there is no purpose. Whatever is happening for our highest good. So let's be in the flow. Let's be in the flow of whatever is happening. So I think that's a message I want to convey to everybody.
In a flow state of mind, and remember to be happy and loved.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Meenakshi.
Thank you so much, Nemat and Auntie. Thank you so much.
We loved having you on Soothe Sisters.
Same here.
Don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more soulful and heartwarming conversations. And if you ever want to connect with Meenakshi, how can our listeners connect with you? Where can they find you?
So I have this Instagram handle on the name of Sattva Tribe. That's my Instagram handle where they can DM me and contact me.
Perfect. We'll link the Instagram handle in our show notes. Until then, stay soothed.
And if any of you have follow-up questions for Meenakshi, let us know in the comments below and we will get back to you.
This is Sood Sisters signing off.
Bye.